to leave the European Union, and this is causing some ripples, mainly in Brussels. Let's go there, where we're joined now by our John Brain. John?
Hello again, Alijan. Yes, Brussels continuing to digest what is being seen here as a political earthquake. Let's speak to Rebecca Harms, the president of the Green Group within the EU Parliament. Presumably not a result you're happy with.
Oh, I'm really sad. I'm disappointed on this result, and I fear the meaning of this and how we have to read it.
How do we have to read it?
So it's very, very difficult, because it's a very important day and will change UK. In the UK, they have to start urgently to think about not only the Brexit process, but the reunification process of the nation. But for the European Union, we also have to learn the lessons from this situation, because obviously a campaign which was in favor of the idea of the nation state, the national state, and a campaign very much against migration and openness of our society could win against what we think is the better alternative, European Union, which is created because we think to limit ourselves by the idea of the nation has been always very, very risky for the Europeans. And so now we have to reflect on why we lost.
Do you think you MEPs here in Brussels are guilty of being out of touch? There seems to be a real disconnect between the MEPs, the governments of these member states, and ordinary citizens.
I look to my national parliament, the Bundestag in Berlin. I look to the European Parliament. So they are not that much less members in the national parliament than here in Brussels. And so in number, we are not enough to be connected to all our citizens in the same way national parliamentarians they can do better. But what I see really to be changed is the responsibility for European policies, the responsibility for what we decide or what we change. So this should not be only with us. I think so to connect better with our citizens, the national parliament together with the European Parliament have to be strengthened.
Well, give me one thing that should be changed immediately or as soon as possible to stop this tide against the EU.
I think those who believe that we need the union to the better for our citizens, they must step in the discussion. If our elites continue to believe that, as they did before, that they can stay out of the battle in words on Europe and believe it's written in stone, we will lose. So politicians, but also citizens, must take a more engaged role in the upcoming decisions on Europe. I would never say Europe should stay as it is. Europe always has changed. It has developed and changed, and obviously there is again need for change.
Rebecca Harms, President of the Green Group here at the European Parliament, thank you very much indeed. Well, that really is a theme that's coming through this morning, that whether it's people who are pleased with the results, and we have spoken to a few, or those who are very disappointed, like Rebecca Harms, that theme being that whatever happens now, the EU cannot continue as it is. There has to be reform. The debate will be about what shape that reform should take.